It's Rant o'clock, Kulays, and welcome to another episode of Rants of a Barca Girl. Thank you for joining me today again. It's been a memorable few days, since we last spoke. As you know, we talk all things Barca here. So, first of all, thank you for your follows. Thank you for your comments on all our social media pages. And please just keep the review going on Spotify, on Apple. Keep sharing us. Keep following us. It means everything to us. So now let's move to Barcelona news. Let's start from the Champions League. It's not been a very good Champions League run for us because we lost to Club Brugge. We didn't lose. Okay, I take the back. We didn't lose. I said we lost because it felt like a loss to me. We drew. It was 3-3, but I was very optimistic going into that match because I figured we would at least win Club Brugge. It's Club Brugge. I mean, Bayern gave them, was it 3-0 or 4-0 or something anyway? And I'm like, before now, I didn't even consider them a problem. When the list of clubs that we were going to play at the group stage came out, that was one of an easy fixtures for me. When I saw that, I figured, okay, we would nail this one, but we didn't. So what that means now is that we've lost to PSG, and then we drew against Club Brugge, and now we found ourselves number 11 on the table. I wasn't really happy because we didn't play well. Our defense was awful in that game. It was awful. It's like we scored, they score, we score. It was just terrible. That was a very, very terrible game for us. But well, it is what it is. We still have about 3 or 4 more games to go in the UCL. So so we've played Newcastle, we've played Olympiacos, we've played PSG. I think we have like 4 games to go. I think. I know we're playing Chelsea next. So I'm not really happy because we are like number 11 on the table, but it is what it is. We keep going. Also because a lot of our boys are injured. A lot of our start 11 are injured. Rafinha is still not back. Joan Garcia is not back. So I just kind of like want to put that aside. But the good news is Real Madrid they drew yesterday. They drew, and what that means is the fact that they drew and we played and we won. We won against Celta Vigo. Beautiful 4-2. Lewandowski got an hat-trick and Lamine scored. Rashford was very instrumental to that win because he basically gave us most of the assists. So what that means is now we are just 3 points behind Real Madrid, which is a good thing. I like the fact that we were able to take advantage of that. That's good. So at least at the end of the international break now, going into the international break rather, we are just 3 points behind Real Madrid instead of the 5 that it used to be. So that's good news for us. Another thing. I also want to talk about the Camp Nou. So on Thursday, 7th of November, there was like a test run, in the Camp Nou. So the boys were trained at the Camp Nou live, and then there was about 22,000 spectators. I think I spoke about it last week when I told you guys that you can get your ticket if you want. So we had about 22,000 coolies in attendance, and it was beautiful. So there's been a lot of pictures online, a lot of videos about it. At least for me, I like that development. Although what I would love most is for the boys to start playing there, because I feel like it's gonna be like an added advantage in terms of the atmosphere. The environment will help a lot. The cheer, the mightiness of Camp Nou. So I think for me, it's not the fact that Camp Nou is ready that I'm particularly hopeful about, to be honest. I think for me, the most important thing is the fact that the boys should be able to play at Camp Nou. And the management has said until they got from the City Council, until they get approval for 47,000 attendees, they will not be able to move back to the Camp Nou. So we are hoping that will be soon, that they will come back, and after the international break, the boys can play as Camp Nou, because man, I can't wait. I really, really can't wait for that first. I have missed it. So that's not about that. And then on the another good news in terms of our injury list is the fact that Flick had said Rafinha and Joan Garcia will be back after the international break, and possibly Pedri too. Yes, because I kid you not, we will be playing against Bilbao after the international break, and I don't know if you watched yesterday game. De Jong got a red card, which for me was totally unnecessary. One, because I feel like Flick should have, because it was already on a yellow card, and I felt like Flick should have subbed me maybe in the 80 something minutes after we had like our fourth goal, like 2 goals different, probably being in Mark Bernard, but he didn't do that. And two, because I felt like it was a bit harsh from the referee. I don't think the second, well, he just pulled the guy in the second, to get the yellow card, and I don't feel like that really deserved the yellow card for me. So I feel like that red card was harsh. The second yellow card was really, really harsh, which led to a red card. And I also felt Flick should have subbed him, because eventually he brought in Mark Bernard, and that guy did not even get any playing time. He brought him in, and 1 minute later, or should I say, there was final whistle. So, which means as it stands, after the international break, when we'll be playing Bilbao, we will not have Pedri, and we will not have the junk, and that doesn't sit well with me at all. We know because if you watch that game yesterday, De Jong was spectacular. He literally kept that midfield moving. He did so amazingly well. Pedri will always be Pedri, but I'm telling you, De Jong kept things together. But back from international break, playing Bilbao and not having either Pedri or De Jong does not really sit well with me at all. But we see how that goes. But the good thing, like I said, the good news is Flick has said Pedri will probably be available after the international break. I'm not so sure, but I'm really excited because at the UCL we'll be playing Chelsea, and that is a very critical game for us. One, because we are almost at the same, in fact, we are basically the same points on UCL list. So they have lost a game and they drew as well. They drew their last game as well. So basically, we are in the same position, and that game is very critical. They would come out. One is Stamford Bridge. We are going to their house. They're going to their home. And two, because, like I said, it's very critical for them to win that match as well. So they are going to come out all gun blazing. I'm not sure if Kopama will be back, but I'm sure Maresa will try as much as possible for Kopama to be fit for that game. But even without Kopama, they've been doing amazingly well. Delap is back. Enzo is playing well. Garnacho is doing well for them as well. And Casiado, the midfielder, he's been fantastic, at the beginning of the season, and Pedro, Neto, Pedro, Joao Pedro, all of them. So they are kind of doing well. So I want us to go full force as well. So the fact that Rafinha, Joan Garcia, and possibly Pedro will be back, oh my God, you don't know how much that gives me joy. Anyways, so looking forward to that. But that's all the news I have right now. The boys are going on international break. They are all going to their respective nation to represent, so we don't get to see them until after the international break, so which is good. But because we talk about in Barca, yes, we will keep watching them. We'll keep watching the games, of all our boys in their respective national team. But I guess that's all for now, guys. That's all for now. So please just keep following on our social media. We are always dropping bangers there. We are always engaging, we are always dropping Barca news. And please just keep following us on Spotify, keep following us on Apple, keep sharing with Barca fans and non-Barca fans as well. Like I always said, we want them to know of our success. We want them to hear of it. So guys, until next time, remember, good or bad, we rant. Bye, Kules.